High above the quiet town, where the rooftops slept under their blankets of moss, a little lantern floated all on her own. She was made of soft paper, thin as a moth's wing, and inside her there glowed a small, warm light, no bigger than a candle flame, but kind enough to fill a whole room. The little lantern had one gentle job. Every night, when the sky turned the colour of plums and the first star blinked awake, she drifted out over the town, and she looked for anyone who might be afraid of the dark. Tonight, the air was cool and still. She floated past the bakery, where the ovens had gone to sleep. She floated past the pond, where the ducks had tucked their heads beneath their wings. And she floated past a tall window, left open just a crack, where a small someone lay wide, wide awake. It was a little rabbit named Clementine, and her ears were standing straight up. "Hello," whispered the lantern, glowing soft and gold. "Why are you still awake, little one?" "The dark is so big," said Clementine, "and I am so small." The little lantern understood. She had felt that way once too, long, long ago, before she learned her gentle job. "Would you like me to stay?" she asked. "Just until your eyes grow heavy?" Clementine nodded. So the little lantern floated in through the open window, slow and easy, like a leaf coming down to rest. And she settled in the corner of the room, glowing warm and low. And oh, how the dark changed. It was not so big anymore. It was soft, it was friendly. The shadows became the shapes of quiet, sleeping things. The round hill of a pillow, the gentle slope of a folded blanket, the curve of a teddy bear with its arms held open wide. "Better?" asked the lantern. "Better," said Clementine, with a small and sleepy smile. The little lantern began to hum. It was a tune with no words, the kind a mother hums without thinking, the kind that feels like being held. It drifted around the room, soft and slow and warm. Outside, the stars leaned in to listen. The moon pulled a thin cloud over its shoulder, like a blanket. And all across the sleepy town, one by one, the small and tired and wide awake began, at last, to close their eyes. Clementine's ears began to fold, just a little, and then a little more. "Little lantern," she whispered. "Yes, little one?" "Will you be there in the morning?" "I will always come back," said the lantern softly. "That is what the light does. Every single night, it finds its way home to you." And that was enough. Clementine breathed in, slow and deep, and breathed out, and let the day go. The whole long day, all of it, gently away. The little lantern glowed a little dimmer now, the way a candle settles. She watched the small rabbit's chest rise and fall, and rise and fall, like a tiny boat rocking on a calm and quiet sea. And when she was certain that Clementine was safe and warm and deep in a good dream, the little lantern floated up and out and back into the soft night sky. There were others to visit, after all. A sleepy town is full of small someones who need a little light. But she would be back. She always came back. So, if you are still awake, little one, if the dark feels big and you feel small, listen closely. Somewhere out there, a little lantern is floating gently your way. She is bringing you a soft, warm light. She is humming a tune with no words, and she will stay right there in the corner, glowing low and golden, until your eyes grow heavy and your breathing grows slow, and the day drifts, at last, gently away. Good night, little one. Good night. The little lantern drifted out over the sleepy town, glowing soft and gold, looking for anyone who might need a little light. Tonight, she found a small hedgehog named Bramble, curled in a nest of dry leaves at the foot of a hawthorn tree. His eyes were squeezed shut, but he was not asleep. Not even close. "Hello, little one," whispered the lantern. "Why are you still awake?" "My thoughts won't stop," said Bramble. "They keep going round and round and round, about today, about tomorrow, about everything." He sighed a small, prickly sigh. "I can't make them be quiet." The little lantern settled gently beside him, glowing warm and low. "You don't have to make them be quiet," she said. "You only have to let them go." "How?" asked Bramble. "Watch," said the lantern. And she breathed out, slow and soft, and one of her little sparkles lifted off into the night, drifting up and away until it was gone. "Each thought is just like that," she said. "A little spark. You don't have to hold it. You don't have to chase it. You only have to watch it float away." So Bramble tried. He thought of the thing that happened today, the one that made his tummy feel tight. And instead of holding it, he let it lift off like a spark, up and away. He thought of tomorrow and all the things that might happen, and he let that go too, up and away. He thought of a worry and another, and one by one, he let them drift off into the dark, like little lights rising into the sky. And do you know what he found underneath all those busy thoughts? Quiet, soft and round and warm. The kind of quiet that was there all along, just waiting for him, like a bed already made. "Oh," said Bramble very softly. "It was under there the whole time." "It always is," said the lantern. Bramble's prickles began to soften. His breathing began to slow, and every now and then, when a new thought came tiptoeing in, he simply watched it and let it float away, up and gone. The little lantern hummed her tune with no words, the one that feels like being held. And the leaves of the hawthorn tree rustled very gently, like a lullaby. "Little lantern," Bramble murmured, almost asleep. "Yes, little one?" "What if the thoughts come back?" "Then you will let them go again," she said. "That is all, as many times as you need. There is no wrong way to fall asleep." And that was enough. Bramble breathed in, slow and deep, and breathed out, and let the whole day go, all of it, gently away. The little lantern watched his small chest rise and fall and rise and fall, until she was certain he was safe and warm and deep in a good dream. Then she floated up and out and back into the soft night sky, for there were others to visit. A sleepy town is full of small someones with busy little minds. But she would be back. She always came back. So if you are still awake, little one, if your thoughts are going round and round and round, you do not have to make them stop. Just watch them, one by one, and let them float away, up, like little sparks rising into the dark. And underneath them, you will find it too, the quiet, soft and round and warm, waiting for you, like a bed already made. Good night, little one. Good night. The little lantern drifted over the rooftops, glowing soft and gold, until she came to the tall pine at the edge of the wood. And there, on a high branch, sat a small owl named Pip, with her big round eyes wide, wide open. "Hello, little one," said the lantern. "The whole world is asleep. Why are you still awake?" "Because," said Pip, "if I close my eyes, I might miss something wonderful, and I don't want to miss it." The little lantern smiled her warm gold smile. "Would you like to know a secret about the night?" she asked. Pip nodded. "The night does not need you to watch it," said the lantern. "It knows how to take care of itself. While you sleep, the night keeps everything safe for you." "It does," said Pip. "It does," said the lantern. "Listen. While you sleep, the moon will rise all the way up and pour its silver over the fields. You don't have to watch. It will happen anyway." Pip's wings settled just a little. "While you sleep," said the lantern, "the dew will come, soft and cool, and rest on every blade of grass. You don't have to watch. It will happen anyway." Pip's eyes began to feel heavy. "And while you sleep," said the lantern, softer now, "the morning will come, slow and pink and golden over the hills. You will not miss it. It will be waiting for you the moment you open your eyes." "So I won't miss anything?" Pip whispered. "You will not miss a thing," said the lantern. "Sleep is not the end of the day, little one. It is the bridge to the next one. And the next day cannot start until you cross it." Pip thought about that. A bridge. A soft, warm bridge, carrying her gently to the morning. The little lantern began to hum, her tune with no words, the one that feels like being held. And the pine tree swayed, just slightly, rocking the branch like a cradle. Pip's big round eyes began to close, and open, and close, a little longer each time. "Little lantern," she murmured. "Yes, little one?" "Will you stay until I'm across the bridge?" "I will stay," said the lantern, "right here, glowing low and golden, until you are safely on the other side." And that was enough. Pip breathed in slow and deep, and breathed out, and let the whole long day go. All of it, gently away. The little lantern watched the small owl's feathers rise and fall, and rise and fall, until she was certain Pip was safe and warm and deep in a good dream, crossing her soft bridge to the morning. Then the lantern floated up and out and back into the night. For there were others who did not want to miss a thing. But she would be back. She always came back. So, if you are still awake, little one, if you are afraid to close your eyes, let me tell you the secret of the night. You will not miss anything. The moon will rise, the dew will come, the morning will arrive slow and pink and golden, and it will wait for you. All you have to do is cross the bridge. So close your eyes now, and let the night take care of the night. Good night, little one. Good night. The little lantern drifted low over the pond, glowing soft and gold, until she found a small duckling named Willow, tucked among the reeds. Willow's beak was tucked down, and her little heart felt heavy. "Hello, little one," said the lantern gently. "Why are you still awake?" "I miss someone," said Willow very quietly. "Someone I love. And they're not here right now. And the missing feels so big." The little lantern settled close beside her, glowing warm and low. "The missing feels big," she said softly, "because the love is big. You only miss someone that much when you love them that much. So the big feeling is really just your love looking for them." Willow blinked. "It is?" "It is," said the lantern. "And here is the wonderful thing about love, little one. It does not need you to be close to keep it. Love stretches. It stretches all the way across the pond, across the fields, across the whole wide world if it has to." "Even when they're far away?" asked Willow. "Even then," said the lantern. "Right now, while you lie here, the love is stretching out from your heart all the way to theirs, and their love is stretching back all the way to you, like two lanterns glowing across the dark, so neither one is ever truly alone." Willow looked up at the night sky and imagined it. A soft gold thread of love stretching from her little heart out over the dark water all the way to the someone she missed. And she did not feel quite so alone anymore. "They're thinking of you too," said the lantern. "Right now, I promise. Love always travels both ways." Willow's heavy little heart began to feel lighter, warmer, held. The little lantern began to hum, her tune with no words, the one that feels like being held. And the reeds swayed softly, and the water lapped, gentle and slow. "Little lantern," Willow whispered. "Yes, little one?" "Will the love still be there in the morning?" "It will be there in the morning," said the lantern. "It was there all along. It never once went away." And that was enough. Willow breathed in, slow and deep, and breathed out, and let the day go, all of it, gently away. The little lantern watched the small duckling's feathers rise and fall, and rise and fall, until she was certain Willow was safe and warm and held and deep in a good dream. Then she floated up and out and back into the soft night sky. For there were others here and there, with big love and heavy little hearts. But she would be back. She always came back. So, if you are still awake, little one, if you are missing someone you love, remember what the missing really is. It is your love, looking for them, stretching out across the dark like a soft gold thread all the way to their heart. And their love is stretching back all the way to yours. You are not alone. You never were. So close your eyes now and feel it. The love glowing across the dark, holding you, even from far away. Good night, little one. Good night. The little lantern floated down into the warm hollow under the roots of the big oak, where a bear cub named Tumble lay on his back, wiggling. His paws were kicking, his tummy was bouncing, he simply could not lie still. "Hello, little one," said the lantern. "Why are you still awake?" "I'm not even tired," said Tumble, rolling over. "My body won't stop. It wants to run and tumble and play. It doesn't want to sleep at all." "Ah," said the lantern kindly, "your body has lots of energy left over from the day. Shall we help it pour out, slow and gentle, like honey from a jar, until you are soft and still?" "How?" asked Tumble. "Lie on your back," said the lantern, "and we will say goodnight to you, one piece at a time, starting all the way down at your toes." So Tumble lay back in the leaves. "Say goodnight to your toes," whispered the lantern. Let them go heavy and still. Good night, Toes. Tumble wiggled his toes and then let them rest. Good night, Toes, he whispered. Now your legs, said the lantern. Those big, strong legs that ran all day. Let them grow heavy and warm and still. Good night, legs. Tumble felt his legs sink down into the soft leaves, heavy as two sleepy logs. Good night, legs. Now your tummy, said the lantern, rising and falling all on its own. You don't have to do a thing. Good night, tummy. Good night, tummy, said Tumble, softer now. Now your paws, said the lantern, those busy little paws. Let them open and rest. Good night, paws. Tumble's paws uncurled and went still. Good night, paws. And now, whispered the lantern, your shoulders and your neck and your sleepy round head. Let them all grow heavy and soft and still. Good night, little bear. And do you know, by the time the little lantern reached the top of his head, Tumble's body was not wiggling at all anymore. It was warm, it was heavy, it was still, all the way through, like a stone at the bottom of a quiet pond. Oh, murmured Tumble. That's better. That's the way, said the lantern. The energy has all poured out, slow and gentle, like honey. And now there is nothing left to do but rest. The little lantern began to hum, her tune with no words, the one that feels like being held. And the roots of the great oak held the cub like two big arms. Little lantern, Tumble mumbled. Yes, little one? Will my running come back tomorrow? All of it, said the lantern, smiling. Every drop. Sleep is how you fill the jar back up. So tomorrow, you can run and tumble and play all over again. And that was enough. Tumble breathed in, slow and deep, and breathed out, and let the whole busy day go. All of it, gently away. The little lantern watched the cub's round tummy rise and fall, and rise and fall, until she was certain he was safe and warm and deep in a good dream. Then she floated up and out and back into the soft night sky. For there were others, wide awake and full of wiggle. But she would be back. She always came back. So if you are still awake, little one, if your body just won't settle, let us pour the energy out, slow and gentle, like honey from a jar. Say goodnight to your toes, and your legs, and your tummy, and your hands. Let each one grow heavy and warm and still, until there is nothing left to do but rest. Good night, little one. Good night. The little lantern slipped through a gap in the old barn wall, glowing soft and gold, and found a tiny mouse named Pebble trembling in her nest of straw. Her little ears were twitching at every sound. Hello, little one, said the lantern. Why are you still awake? The dark is full of noises, whispered Pebble. Creaks and rustles and little taps. I don't know what they are, and it makes me afraid. Ah, said the lantern gently. Shall we find out what they really are? Together? I think you will find the night is friendlier than it sounds. Pebble nodded, just barely. Listen, said the lantern. There, that soft creak. Do you hear it? Pebble's ears went up. Yes. That is only the old barn, settling down for the night, said the lantern. All day it stood up tall and strong. Now it lets its shoulders down and gives a long, slow creak, just like a yawn. The barn is going to sleep too. Oh, said Pebble, it's only yawning. And there, said the lantern, that gentle rustle. Hear it? Yes, whispered Pebble. That is the wind, walking softly through the leaves outside, tucking each one in, saying goodnight to the trees. The wind would never hurt a little mouse. It is far too busy with the leaves. Pebble's trembling began to slow. And that tiny tap, 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 said the lantern. That is the rain, come to give everything a drink while the world is asleep. So the flowers wake up bright tomorrow. The rain is a gift, little one, a soft one. Pebble listened again, and this time the creak was a yawn. The rustle was the wind tucking in the leaves, and the tap, tap, tap was the gentle rain. The dark was not full of scary things at all. It was full of the whole world, getting ready for bed, just like her. It's all just going to sleep, said Pebble softly. All of it, said the lantern. And the sounds are only the world saying goodnight. You can listen to them, the way you listen to a lullaby. Each little sound is one more friend settling down beside you. The little lantern began to hum, her tune with no words, the one that feels like being held. And the barn gave another soft, slow creak, like a yawn, just to prove it. Little lantern, Pebble murmured. Yes, little one. Will you listen with me until I fall asleep? I will, said the lantern. I will listen with you. Every soft sound, all the way down into your dream. And that was enough. Pebble breathed in slow and deep, and breathed out, and let the whole day go, all of it, gently away. The little lantern watched the tiny mouse's sides rise and fall, and rise and fall, until she was certain Pebble was safe and warm and deep in a good dream. Then she floated up and out and back into the soft night sky. For there were others, listening to the dark with wide and worried eyes. But she would be back. She always came back. So if you are still awake, little one, if the dark is full of little sounds, do not be afraid of them. Listen. That creak is the house, yawning. That rustle is the wind, tucking in the leaves. That gentle tap is the rain, watering the flowers. It is only the whole world getting ready for bed, saying goodnight, right alongside you. So listen, little one, and let the sounds of the night sing you to sleep. Good night, little one. Good night. The little lantern drifted down to the edge of the meadow, glowing soft and gold, and found a fox kit named Rusty, curled up small with his nose tucked under his tail. He was not afraid. He was just sad. Hello, little one, said the lantern softly. Why are you still awake? I had a bad day, said Rusty very quietly. I did some things wrong. I made mistakes. And now, every time I close my eyes, I just keep seeing them again. The little lantern settled gently beside him, glowing warm and low. Mistakes feel so heavy at night, don't they? She said. They seem so much bigger in the dark. But may I tell you a secret about tomorrow? Rusty peeked out from under his tail. What secret? Tomorrow is brand new, said the lantern. It has not happened yet. There are no mistakes in it at all. Not one. It is clean and fresh and waiting for you, like snow that no one has stepped in. "But what about today?" asked Rusty. "What about the things I did wrong?" "Today is over now," said the lantern gently. "You did your best with what you knew. And the wonderful thing about being a little one is this: you are still growing. Making a mistake does not mean you are bad. It only means you are learning. Even the tallest tree was once a seed that fell over in the wind." Rusty thought about that. "So I'm not a bad fox?" he asked. "You are a good fox," said the lantern, "who had a hard day. Those are very different things. A hard day cannot change what you are. And what you are, little one, is loved. Deeply. Exactly as you are, right now, mistakes and all." Something warm and heavy lifted off Rusty's small chest and floated away into the night. "Tonight you can set the day down," said the lantern. "You do not have to carry it into your dreams. Lay it down right here in the grass, and in the morning you will wake up new, with a clean and shining tomorrow, all your own." Rusty let out a long, slow breath, and he set the heavy day down in the soft grass beside him. And oh, how much lighter he felt. The little lantern began to hum, her tune with no words, the one that feels like being held. And the meadow grass swayed around him, soft as a blanket. "Little lantern?" Rusty whispered. "Yes, little one." "Will tomorrow really be clean?" "Brand new," said the lantern. "I promise. And you will be too." And that was enough. Rusty breathed in, slow and deep, and breathed out, and let the whole hard day go. All of it, gently away. The little lantern watched the fox kit's chest rise and fall, and rise and fall, until she was certain he was safe and warm and forgiven and deep in a good dream. Then she floated up and out and back into the soft night sky. But she would be back. She always came back. So if you were still awake, little one, if today was hard, if you made mistakes, you can set them down now. You did your best. You are still learning. And a hard day can never, ever change what you are. Loved, exactly as you are, right now. Tomorrow is brand new, clean as fresh snow, waiting just for you. So set the day down, little one, and rest. Good night, little one. Good night. The little lantern drifted over the dark hillside, glowing soft and gold, until she found a small lamb named Clover, lying very still with her eyes open wide. "Hello, little one," said the lantern. "Why are you still awake?" "I'm afraid to fall asleep," whispered Clover. "Because sometimes I have bad dreams, scary ones, and I don't want to go where they are." The little lantern lay down in the grass beside her, glowing warm and low. "That is a very brave thing to tell me," she said. "And I have something important to share with you about dreams. Would you like to hear it?" Clover nodded. "A dream is a story," said the lantern. "And here is the secret. You are the one telling it. It is your story, happening inside your own head, which means you are bigger than any dream. Always. The dream is small and inside you, not the other way around." "I'm bigger than the dream," said Clover. "Much bigger," said the lantern. And if ever a dream turns scary, you can do a wonderful thing. You can change it. You can give the scary thing a silly hat. You can grow soft wings and float up, up, away. You can call out for someone you love, and they will come. It is your story. You are always allowed to change it. Clover thought about that. A scary thing in a silly hat. And she almost giggled. And most of the time, said the lantern, dreams are not scary at all. Most of the time they are gentle and strange and lovely. Tonight, I think you might dream of a warm meadow full of buttercups, or of floating soft as a cloud over the hills, or of someone who loves you, holding you close. Clover's eyes began to feel heavy. Shall I help you start a good one? Said the lantern. Close your eyes and picture it. A field of soft green grass, a warm sun, and you safe and happy and free. Clover closed her eyes, and she pictured it. The field, the warm sun, the safe and happy feeling. The little lantern began to hum, her tune with no words, the one that feels like being held. And the hillside cradled the little lamb, gentle and slow. Little lantern, Clover murmured. Yes, little one. Will you stay, in case I need you? I will stay, said the lantern. And remember, it is your story. You are bigger than any dream, always. And that was enough. Clover breathed in, slow and deep, and breathed out, and let the whole day go, all of it, gently away. The little lantern watched the small lamb's woolly sides rise and fall, and rise and fall, until she was certain Clover was safe and warm and deep in a good and gentle dream. Then she floated up and out and back into the soft night sky. For there were others, lying awake, afraid of where sleep might take them. But she would be back. She always came back. So if you are still awake, little one, if you are afraid of your dreams, remember the secret. A dream is a story, and you are the one telling it. You are always bigger than the dream, and if ever it turns scary, you can change it. Give the scary thing a silly hat, grow soft wings, call for someone you love. But tonight, I think your dreams will be gentle ones. So close your eyes and picture something lovely. A warm meadow, a soft cloud, someone who loves you, holding you close. And drift gently into a good dream. Good night, little one. Good night. The little lantern drifted down the garden path, glowing soft and gold, until she found a small snail named Mo, tucked just inside his shell, looking glum. Hello, little one, said the lantern. Why are you still awake? Everyone is faster than me, said Mo quietly. The rabbits hop, the birds fly, even the beetles scurry, and I just creep along. I'm always last. I feel like I'm not enough. The little lantern settled gently beside him, glowing warm and low. Oh, little one, she said, may I tell you what I have seen from way up high in the night sky? Mo poked his head out a little. What have you seen? I have seen the whole wide world, said the lantern. And I have learned that everything moves at its own perfect pace. The rabbit hops fast, yes, but it never sees the dew shining on a single blade of grass. It goes by far too quickly. It doesn't, said Mo. It doesn't, said the lantern. But you do. You, little one, see everything. The silver trail you leave, shining in the moonlight. The tiny flowers up close. The cool, soft earth. You are not slow. You are unhurried. And the world is so much more beautiful when you take the time to truly see it. Mo came out of his shell a little more. And here is the most important part, said the lantern. You were never in a race. Not once. There is no finish line you have to reach. There is no one you have to keep up with. There is only you, living your own life at exactly the pace that is right for you. I'm not in a race, said Mo. You never were, said the lantern. You are exactly enough, exactly as you are. Slow is not less. Slow is just yours. Something tight inside Mo's little shell loosened and went soft and warm. The little lantern began to hum, her tune with no words, the one that feels like being held. And a cool night breeze moved gently through the garden. Little lantern, Mo murmured. Yes, little one. So I can just be me? Just be you, said the lantern. That is the only thing the world ever needed you to be. And that was enough. Mo breathed in, slow and deep, and breathed out, and let the whole day go, all of it, gently away. The little lantern watched the small snail settle, safe inside his shell, until she was certain he was warm and content and deep in a good dream. Then she floated up and out and back into the soft night sky. For there were others lying awake, feeling they were not quite enough. But she would be back. She always came back. So if you are still awake, little one, if you feel too slow or too small or not quite enough, listen closely. You are not in a race. You never were. There is no one you must keep up with. There is only you, living your own life at exactly the right pace. You see what the fast ones rush right past. You are not slow. You are unhurried. And you are exactly enough. Exactly as you are. So rest now, little one, at your own perfect pace. Good night, little one. Good night. The little lantern drifted to the very top of the tallest tree, glowing soft and gold, where a little bird named Sky sat on the edge of her nest, far too excited to sleep. Hello, little one, said the lantern. Why are you still awake? Tomorrow is my big day, said Sky, her feathers fluttering. Tomorrow, I learn to fly. I'm so excited and a little bit scared. And my heart is beating so fast that I can't sleep at all. The little lantern settled on the branch beside her, glowing warm and low. A big day tomorrow, she said softly. How wonderful. And do you know the secret of big days, little one? What secret? Asked Sky. The secret is that sleep is how you get ready, said the lantern. While you rest tonight, something magical happens. Your wings grow stronger. Your mind grows clearer. All the worry settles, and all that is left in the morning is you, ready and rested and brave. Sleep makes me ready, said Sky. Sleep gives you your wings, said the lantern. Every brave thing you have ever seen, little one, began with a good night's rest the night before. Rest is not the opposite of doing big things. Rest is how big things become possible. Sky's fast little heart began to slow. But what if I'm scared tomorrow? She asked. A little scared is all right, said the lantern. A little scared just means it matters to you. You can be scared and brave at the very same time. In fact, that is what brave is. Doing the wonderful thing, even with your heart beating fast. And tomorrow, when you spread your wings, I think you are going to fly beautifully." Sky imagined it. The wind under her wings, the whole wide sky. And she was not quite so scared anymore, just excited and ready to rest. The little lantern began to hum, her tune with no words, the one that feels like being held. And the tall tree swayed, gentle as a cradle, high above the sleeping world. "Little lantern," Sky murmured. "Yes, little one. Will you be there tomorrow, when I fly?" "I am the light," said the lantern softly. "I am there every morning and every night. I will be there, and so will everyone who loves you. Now rest, brave little one. Grow your wings." And that was enough. Sky breathed in, slow and deep, and breathed out, and let the whole day go. All of it, gently away. The little lantern watched the small bird's feathers rise and fall, and rise and fall, until she was certain Sky was safe and warm and dreaming of the open sky. Then she floated up and out and back into the soft night air, for her gentle work was done for one more night. All across the sleepy town, the small ones were dreaming now, every single one. And the little lantern? She glowed a little brighter, just for a moment, happy and warm. Then she drifted home to rest herself until the next night came. For that is what the light does. Every single night, it finds its way home to you. So if you are still awake, little one, whatever waits for you tomorrow, a big day, a small day, a brand new day all your own, remember this. Sleep is how you get ready. Rest is how you grow your wings. You can be scared and brave at the very same time. So close your eyes now. Let the day go. And let sleep make you ready for whatever wonderful thing comes next. The little lantern is glowing, soft and gold. Everyone you love is near. And you are safe and warm and so very dearly loved. Good night, little one. Good night. Sleep well.